have a requirement to run some specific logic which should run on your quote line editor page specifically for line. For example, if you would need to do something like this, for example, some specific pop-up which will open your LWC component, and in that LWC component you will be able to what is actually required for you, and for you to be able to actually utilize that specific component in some other places, like for example quote line page. So for example, if you will be able to do it from here, clicking on the freight, like header, and you will see the same LWC component. So what is actually required for you in order to be able to do so? So first of all, you will need to make sure that you will configure a custom action. So when you will configure a custom action, you will need to make sure that in the URL, and here it's only one possible option, right, for us to actually invoke some kind of LWC or flow from here at this moment when there are no action related to the flow available, right? And let me just show you what kind of actions are actually available here. So first of all, location, right? We need to specify it equal to line because we would like to have that action near with a line. So in terms of action, we don't want to select any kind of standard one. We would like to use a custom one. So that's why we will skip it there. So then what we will need to do is we need to set up what is our URL target. So there are two options, replace page and pop-up. Replace page will go to another page. Pop-up will just open that pop-up as you just saw it. So after that, we are specifying what should be our label, what should be our type, should it be button, should it be menu or separator. So then you're specifying basic items and icon on which you will click in order to get it fired. So plus in addition to that, because we don't want to construct, let's say, URL related to LWC component, we could do it directly. But here is the important point. I saw different articles in the internet where it was mentioned that if you guys would like to use merge fields in this, you need to specify what is the object API name. So in our case, quote line, right? And after that, take a field. So in that case, it will not work for you guys because it's only working with the fields directly related to the context. So in our case, quote line editor line. So quote line will provide that ID. If you will change it to be not a line but a quote, so here will be ID of the quote where that action will be located. So please be accurate with that because there was like a lot of back and forth in order to make sure that it's working, and here was like a reason for that. So then like everything other, it should be pretty simple. We have let's say flow. So that flow is actually draw our LWC component. So in the LWC component we have a parameter which is available for input, and in general that's all, right? We have LWC component, we have a flow which is exposed to the quote line editor. That LWC component directly we are using on the line detail page, right, on the quote line page. So the same, like record or the same LWC component we are using in a model on the quote edit page. So all this kind of stuff are actually available here and easy for us to use. So it should be good for you guys to use it via the same manner if it's required for you to do so. So thank you for the attention.